This video is brought to you in association with Funded Today. Funded Today helps you get more pledges for your Kickstarter and Indiegogo campaign with professional video and design. Links are in the video description below. Thank you. Let's get on with the show.
You know, the secret of any product in design and realization is a supply chain. Our team is pretty complete and with different knowledge. We have like art, we have graphic designer, we have an art director, people taking care about the community. We have a team taking care about the customer service, and Gonzague taking care about the lenses production and taking care about the production of the frames and so on, and having the background of industrial project. It was pretty easy to put in place the complete supply chain, removing intermediaries. Our frames are designed in France by our designer, Le Jura, and then all the frames are produced in China. We import a part of the stocks in Romania, which is our hub for Europe.
Just a parenthesis, because it's done in China, but all materials, like for example, acetates coming from Italy and the metal coming from Germany. And lenses are coming from the biggest French company doing lenses, Essilor.
It's very important to highlight this point, because in China it's just the fabrication, which is the added value of the Chinese labor cost, of course, and the flexibility of them. They work like 6 days per week. So the production time frame is very reduced. And having a contract with the biggest courier company like UPS and DHL, we can deliver the worldwide in 72 hours.
And anyway, I mean, we was looking to produce also in Europe, because at the beginning we wanted to have every possibility and to check every possibility. Right now, to produce in France, for example, in Europe, it's almost impossible. I think it's 95% of all the frame in the world I produce in China. So, I mean, in terms of machine, factory, able to produce what you want, etc. There is almost very few possibility in France and Europe, but the cost is like for luxury brand most of the time. So we contact some factory. They even told us, sorry, but with our factory, we cannot work together because we are working with like luxury brand. And for what you want to do and your business model, it's China. So the assembly will be done there. There is not too many options actually right now.
Because when we say China to people, we have still this a priori in mind saying, oh, China, it's going to be crap. But actually, we made a transfer of competencies over the last 25, 30 years. So by something that is done by people who've been taught actually by the experts that are coming from France, Italy, or Switzerland, now people know how to do it. I mean, a lot of luxury brands are still producing in China now for the eyewear industry, because you have a specific city in China where they have developed this competency. If you go there, they are like a super expert in what they do. Of course, you have to go by a very, very thorough selection to find the very best supplier that will reach your level of expectation, because of course, like anywhere, you have the top and the low of the box. So you have to be extremely careful about it, and especially about the result in time.
So it's delivered. It's basically, you have the essential little element. A lot of the core materials, the pieces, are manufactured in Europe, and then it's sent to China for assembly, and then it's sent back. And you guys are based in Romania, is that right? Where's the logistics? Does it come back to Romania and then you ship around the world globally that way?
Not exactly, because
we ship from Romania.
From China we ship to US and let's say rest of the world, and from Romania it's Europe. So let's say from Romania we take care of the European market, shipping in all European countries, and from China it's from US to US, because it's one of our main country right now, and rest of the world.
Wow.
25% of our customers are in the USA, actually.
And can we just really talk again about how lens glasses evolved? So basically, I think, Karim, you were saying that you came on a project with another company to Romania, is that right? And then you met Gonzague in Romania?
Yeah, I was a business strategy consultant before. So I was working in totally different field in automotive industry, nuclear, and oil and gas actually. And after that, it's not so hard to make the bridge between this asset to apply it to a new kind of product, which was like the glasses, for example. Yeah. We evolved in the way that, as Gonzague told us, I told you before, when we started this project, it was kind of not a joke, but a challenge between ourselves, saying, oh, let's try it, nothing to lose anyway. So we did it, it worked. And we said, okay, let's try a second time, and decided to create lensglasses.com. It's a website that we launched not earlier than September last year. And we used again the crowdfunding platform because it's an amazing way to launch a new collection and a new product, new features. Because a crowdfunding platform like Indiegogo offers you a window on the world on so many countries. But if you pass like directly by your e-store, and you just do like advertising on Facebook, it will cost you so much, to target the main countries, the people you want to have as your audience. But having Kickstarter or Indiegogo, it's like an extremely good opportunities for us, because in a very short period, you reach so many people around the world.
Fantastic. And so with Gonzague, is your specialty in opticians? Did you train in that industry?
I did. I trained like since we start, because actually the idea come from. I was working in insurance company before, and it's from that the question was like, how can be so expensive glasses and the production price so cheap? So it was like, what's happened? And I start to check first on internet, and I take some listen after I take a training online to become like kind of optician. But as we know, I'm not from the field as well. I had to train these past years on it just to be able to advise people. It's not so complicated actually, but yeah, I train, and from this moment, these past 3 years, I made some training online, because now you can do it, and that's it. But I'm not from this field at the beginning as well. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I mean, you really, by the looks of it, you're revolutionizing and disrupting the spectacles, as we call them in the UK, the glasses industry. So I love that. I love disruption. So listen, thank you very much, guys. I'd just like to finish off by thanking Karim and Gonzague from Lens Glasses, who are live on Indiegogo with their new product line. This is their third successful crowdfunding campaign, and my goodness, it is being successful, because you've nearly hit $500,000 US. So thank you very much. I'll have all the links in the video description below, and I'll also put their own website as well. And I think it's really interesting to cover in the deep dive, and again in the backstory, where you're not building these glasses just to be one-off. I mean, these your whole, in one sense, I sense that your whole company that you are creating is really, really engaged in the future and really interesting business model. In fact, can we say just something a bit about the business model? Because the ethos is sort of going away. It's no longer disposable. It's actually, you're not going for that, because you're, as you mentioned in the deep dive, you were talking about reusing the frames again. How did you develop this business model? Where is this all coming from?
Actually, but it's come from the insurance company, because from insurance,
exactly.
we realized that, because actually I was a broker in insurance, and when people buy, it's very French, but maybe you will understand better. In France, like insurance refund to you the cost of glasses. If you go the average in an optician shop, average to buy a glasses with prescription is 500 euros. So it's very expensive, and people think it's free, but at the end you pay a monthly fee to your insurance. So from that we say, okay, why is it so expensive? And you start to check online, to check some supplier, and you realize that the production cost is very cheap. And the question was like, whoa, how it's possible that people buy so expensive something that costs nothing if you take volume and you switch the intermediary? And the business model come from that. We are not the first one to do that. There was other companies, so it was like to check in international brand how they did that, how to make how to propose affordable price with the best quality. So from this question, we start to make a supply chain to make volume, to skip all the intermediary. And from that, we was able to define this business model. You want to complete?
Yeah. After that, of course, if you take the competition, we wanted to add a little thing that will make us different. So we design ourselves the products, and we produce them. Most of our competition take what we call white label. They use suppliers in Italy or in China that create the design for them. So most of the time, if you check different brands, you will see exactly the same model. You won't find our model in any other brand, actually. And adding this feature, going in sustainability. For example, we don't have cars, we don't use cars, we ride bikes. We are very attached to the sustainability aspect. That's why we use only sustainable materials. And the way to develop lens air with titanium is to use the right amount of materials. And also the way we wanted to approach clients with this possibility to buy lenses alone, pre-cut or uncut, if you want to reuse another frame that is not lens, but to buy our lenses, this is absolutely possible. It is really in the way to keep your frame if it's still fine and you still like it. And by doing lens frame air, we did kind of reverse engineering of the needs, saying, okay, I'm wearing glasses, what I need, what I would like, what is the issues of the market. It's typically the problem-solving approach that you can learn working in automotive industry, actually. So that's why we wanted to make this very small difference, but important in the same time compared to our competition.
I think just what you both have said is absolutely fantastic, and it's a really unique selling point for the Lance glasses. I mean, you've developed this idea yourself. You're not buying white label. You're using the elements, the parts of this glasses. You're really seeking sustainable sources, and your whole approach is phenomenal. So I'm really excited. So you might have a potential customer in Belfast. So on that really high note, I would like to thank again Gonzague and Karim from Lance Glasses, who are live and Indiegogo with their Lance Air, your everyday smart glasses. And I've just got one more question for you. What is the smart luxury glasses? What's the smart element? I forgot to ask you that.
Yeah, because some people say, oh, what is smart in your glasses? Actually, the material that we use are called smart metal because, it's this memory shape alloy. And actually, when we wrote in the campaign, this is used in the space industry. We even had at some point backers from US say, oh, I'm working at NASA. This is not existing in space industry. Actually, they use exactly this material in satellite, in microsatellite, to develop the solar panel. Like that, you don't have to use any engine or actuators in the satellite because your metal is folded, and once it's in the space, you just unlock it, and actually you can deploy the solar panel. And this is why we said it's used actually. Beta titanium are used in the space industry. So yes, we call it smart metal. And it's very flexible and coming back in shape.
It's also the idea to say I'm buying smart. I stopped to buy like very expensive big brand because I want Chanel glasses that cost 400 €. And now it's more like, okay, buying smart, it's buying affordable, sustainable. Not only the product, it's also the idea to change a bit our way of consumption and buying smarter, meaning going maybe in, okay, buy less, but changing skipping your clipping new lenses, buying less expensive because why making so expensive something cheap? This is also the idea to say smart and luxury.
Let's make it happen a little bit. One last thing. We have developed for our frame rimless a very simple clip. This is a 3D printing. So you can see that we have developed it ourselves actually. And you just clip it on the bridge here, actually. And so you can have like a pair of glasses and a pair of sunglasses in the same time. And for example, this will be sold around $29.
Wow! Is that available on your shop at the moment, or is that in production?
New collection. We are currently developing it actually, and it will be available for the rimless. For the other one, we have like conventional clips that are already developed, and this one we wanted to develop it is stack lenses. It's a very flexible material. And the bridge will be also in a plastic called polyethylamide. It's a very flexible plastic that is highly resistant with glass fiber charge. So you can have.
And did you say you 3D printed it?
No, this one for the prototype. Yeah, we made different versions of the prototype to 3D print actually, because this is a faster way to see if your design is working or not actually. And this technology allows us to do that. But the final version will be injected in a mold, because the bridge here will be in a plastic called Ultem. This is the commercial name. And for the plastic specialist, they will know what I'm talking about. It's a very flexible plastic and very, very light. So this part is weighing like 4 grams. So it's very, very light.
Well, guys, I've actually tried to finish this interview about 3 times now, but every time I finish it, I've got more questions to ask. But I'm going to finish it now, and I'm going to thank Karim and Gonzag from Lance Glasses, who are again live on Kickstarter and are live on Indiegogo. And you have, like, I think, an amazing future for your company, guys. I mean, so please come back and talk to us. Come back to Talk Funding again for your next product launch. Come back pre-launch and we can really talk through it. It is phenomenal what you guys are doing. So thank you very much for your time today, lads. Thank you so much.